Hi, my name's Penny, and as usual, I'm here to talk about some bookish things. Specifically, today, I wanted to go through my reading goals for the year of 2020. And at the end, I might also touch on a few of the goals I have for this channel. So reading goal number 1 is the classic, how many books do I want to read this year? And I've decided to set this at 100 books, which should be completely achievable for me. Last year, I did read 250, but I think I'll be reading less this year because I am planning to go back to work. However, 100 books is basically one physical book and one audiobook a year, so I think I can still keep up with that. Also, I realized that if every year this decade I read 100 books, that means in the decade I'll have read 1,000 books, and that's pretty cool. Then goal number 2 is to have less books on my physical TBR shelves. So at the start of the year I counted and there were 73 books on this section of my shelves. And I think I would count this a success if I could get it under 35. Now, I have been thinking about my reading so far in the month of January, and I actually think I'm going to set a stretch goal to get this down to 0. Now, I don't know if that's possible, but I really can't remember a time when I had no books on my physical TBR shelves, and I just think that would be a really unique experience, and so I think I want to try and do it just to see what it's like. Maybe I'll hate it, but I think I'd like to try. For goal number 3, I really want to get back on top of the series that I have in progress. I did a really great job of this in 2018. I got the list right down, but then 2019 I kind of lost track of things again, and I did a video at the end of the year going through all the series that I have in progress, and it was a lot, like 40 series. So I think I want to get that down to more like 20. Actually, I'd really like to just get it down to 0, like my physical TBR shelves, but I think that is not at all achievable. And while I like ambitious goals, I think it's also important for them to be somewhat realistic. So we're going to go for 20 series in progress, and hopefully I can at least achieve that. For my 4th reading goal, I want to keep on top of all the new releases this year. I made another video all about my anticipated releases for the year, and I want to read them. So at the end of the year, my plan is to have read every single book that I mentioned in that video, and maybe a few other releases that I might discover along the way. Then for goal number 5, there are a few books that I've been meaning to get to for a long time, and also a few books that I meant to get to last year and I didn't quite make it, and I have put a list of those books together. There's 20 of them. I'm going to make a video about them. I haven't got to that yet, but basically I've got a list of 20 backlist books that I would also really like to get to this year. There are just so many books that I want to read, and these are ones that I particularly don't want to forget. Then goal number 5 is that I want to have my reading disrupt the rest of my life a bit less. I think in 2019, I really relied on my reading to give me that sense of achievement because it was just easier than all the other things I wanted to achieve. And I think I do that a lot. I focus on my reading goals rather than my life goals, just because my life goals are harder and reading is fun, reading is easy. And I still definitely want to read a lot, but I need to remember my priorities and just not let reading disrupt things outside of reading as much. Okay, those are all of my reading goals. I will admit that some of them are a little bit conflicting, so we will see how we go during the year at completing them. I am going to try and track them throughout the year so I don't lose track of them, because that's what I've done in the past, is I've made a whole bunch of goals and then just forgotten about them. And generally, I think if you want to complete your goals, you need to regularly check in with them. So the other thing I want to talk about is my goals for this channel. Now, the typical YouTube channel goal is to have a subscriber goal that you want to hit. And obviously, I do want more subscribers because the whole point of this channel is to talk to people about books, and that doesn't work if there's no people that you're talking to. But there's also just so many things about your subscriber count that is beyond your control that I don't feel like it is a useful goal. It just makes me stressed and makes me focus on the numbers, which aren't necessarily the most important thing. So instead, I'm going to focus on something that I can control, and that is the quality of these videos, because as well as this being an opportunity for me to talk about books, the other great thing that I've been getting out of this channel is that I've become better at speaking. I've learned a lot about making videos, and that's something I'd really like to work on in 2020. So I'm going to focus really on the quality of these videos and just try to learn as much and make the best videos that I can. Now, I do have a list at the moment of what I think I need to improve on quality-wise. So I'm going to start with that, and then I guess we'll see where we go. Probably I'll just focus on improving different areas each month. But hopefully by the end of the year, the quality of my videos will be a lot better. I'll be a lot prouder of this, which I think might also help me with the whole subscriber thing, because people will be more likely to watch my videos. But also, I will be more confident in promoting my videos because they're something I'm proud of. With that in mind, there are going to be 2 changes to my channel. Firstly, I had been doing regular reading vlogs every week, and I think I'm just going to stop that. Trying to put out a big vlog every week is a lot of effort, and I'm not sure that the content is the best quality, or at least not all the time. Not every week is interesting. So instead, I'm just going to do some reading vlogs whenever I'm doing something in particular that I think I want to vlog. I guess let me know if you're only here for the vlogs, and I should rethink that, but that's my plan. The other thing is that I'm going to be changing my channel name. I'm not sure exactly when, maybe when this video goes up, maybe a little bit after. It's hard to work out the timing of these things, but we'll be having a new channel name very soon. I don't know if I want to say what it is in this video. I guess I should. So instead of being Lethal Lime Reads, I'm going to change my channel name to Penelope the Paperback Cat. I like cats. I like paperbacks. Also, I kind of want to rebrand myself as a Penelope. Then people can call me Penny with a Y or Penny with an E, as it's actually spelled on my birth certificate. I just have problems with Penny with an E because it doesn't translate well into Italian or Spanish. But that is actually my name. But if I'm Penelope, you can call me Penelope. You can call me Penny with a Y, Penny with an E. You can also call me Penello. Like, I don't know if you've read The Giver, but there is a thing in The Giver Quartet where every time you reach another significant age level, you get another syllable added onto your name. So when I was born, I would have been Pen. Then maybe I would have aged up to Penny. Perhaps I'm ready to age up to Penello. And one day I might really be Penelope. We'll see. Basically, you can call me anything related to Penelope, and I'm going to be the Paperback Cat. Give me an excuse to pull out my cat ears more often, and I think it's just going to be more easily understood and more memorable for people. I guess we'll see. Anyway, that is all I have for today. Do let me know if you have any of the same reading goals, and maybe we can support each other in achieving our goals. Otherwise, as always, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you're having a really wonderful day, and I will see you next time.